hell are you doing here?
Am I too late? Did you already kill him?
How'd you find this place? Did you know the address the whole time?
You know, I have just about had it with you taking out your oh-so-important frustration on me. I'm not your new punching bag. I told you the truth. I didn't know how to get to Franco's studio.
Okay, I'm gonna ask again. How'd you find it then?
Well, I went to your barren and aesthetically challenged man cave to see Spinelli, and I happened to find this address.
Yeah, well, does Spinelli know you're here?
No, which is actually kind of sad. Spinelli doesn't know a lot about me lately. But anyway, did I make it in time? Did you kill Franco? I mean, I hope you didn't hurt him. He's a very gifted artist and extremely hot. Not that I would ever go there again.
Okay, please, stop talking. I did not kill Franco.
So, he is alive?
As far as I know.
Is he here?
Do you see him?
You know, you have to be probably the rudest person I know. You didn't happen to see any artistic photos of me laying around?
No, and this is a lot more serious than a few questionable photos. Something is really wrong with this guy.
It's artistic
No,
temperament.
do not make the mistake of underestimating Franco, Maxie. He's sick. He's capable of anything, including murder.
Look, I'm the first person to admit that Franco is massively strange, and the fact that he's infatuated with you, I think, is really creepy, but that doesn't make him a murderer. Then again, you could always say, takes one to know one. I don't really see how any of this is your business. I mean, can't we just look the other way?
Can we just be serious for a second and listen to me? You and Crimson were a means to an end, that's all. I'm sorry. A way for Franco to get my attention. I'm not just speculating. I have good reason to believe that he's already killed once. I mean, look at this place. It speaks for itself.
Maximista, what are you doing here?
No, what are you doing here, Spinelli?
The Jackal's foreboding is validated. Sincere apologies, Stone Cold. I realized too late as it turns out that I had left this address where Maximista could easily spot it. It is not safe for you to be here.
I'm really sorry, Spinelli. I just couldn't let Jason kill Franco. He's too important to me.
I'm not sure I understand. Maximista's limited contact with Franco should not have rendered him important to her in any lasting sense, unless there's something I don't know about.
No, Spinelli, are you kidding? I only said important because I still need to get a hold of Franco so he can do that photo shoot for Crimson, and it would be nice if Jason left him alive so he actually could do it.
I bring disappointing news. My search has not elicited any results.
How can that be? You can find anybody.
Yeah, well, apparently not the elusive Franco. The only evidence that we have to actually speak to his existence are those gallery appearances from 3 years ago, which leads to the ominous question, why would the darkly focused one go to such lengths to cover his tracks if he do not indeed have something heinous to hide? So again, I must stress, please, cease and desist all contact with this man.
But what about everything I've done for this photo shoot?
It's not more important than your life. Look, in general, I strive to rise above ingrained caveman instincts, but in this case, I must insist you do as I ask.
Okay, Spinelli.
Well, Maxie, I hope you mean that. Please, can you just get her out of here?
All right, well, good luck, because if what you're saying is true, whatever Franco has planned for you can't be very good.
Okay, thank you.
And me saying that doesn't mean it's okay for you to make him disappear.
Right, thank you.
All right, you didn't say one thing to me the entire way back, and that is not like you.
I just wish to proceed with caution, lest my concern for your fair self be misconstrued as anger or frustration that you would ignore all warnings to the contrary and go to Franco's studio using privileged information that you obtained from your clueless beloved.
Spinelli, you're not clueless.
Well, it didn't occur to me until after you had left the premises on a rather flimsy pretense that you had seen Franco's studio address, which I left out in the open when Stone Cold has repeatedly warned me that security is of the essence when it comes to you, and I should have known better.
Jason told you not to trust me?
I think he's observed that your priorities don't necessarily march with his or mine sometimes, for that matter. I mean, just as things that seem earth-shatteringly important to you have little or no consequence to Stone Cold, so certain occasions that are literally life and death seem to escape your notice.
Wow. Pretty sure that you just called me shallow.
No, I'm sorry, that was not my intention. What I am trying to do is to convey my dismay at the incredible risk that you took.
Okay, so can you make up your mind? Because I'm not sure from 1 minute to the next whether or not you think Franco is a psychotic murderer or just a misunderstood artist.
I greatly fear he may be both.
Based on what?
Well, yes, he hasn't done anything overtly hostile, but still, his overtures have left Stone Cold atypically unsettled.
So you're saying if Jason's scared, there's a good reason?
I wouldn't necessarily characterize Stone Cold's present attitude as one of fear.
Of course you wouldn't, because you don't like to think that Jason can be scared. But he can. Anyone can. Yeah, he doesn't show it like most people, and I'm sure on him, sheer terror looks more like mild irritation. But the point is, Jason is worried about Franco, and so far, I don't really see a reason why. I spent a few hours with him at the gallery opening, and where he is weird to talk to, I didn't think he was hostile or dangerous or threatening. And let's face it, I mean, if it came down to a real fight, Jason could pound Franco flat if he didn't shoot him first, which I hope he wouldn't do, because that would be a real loss to the artistic community and crush any last hope Crimson has of getting him to do the photo shoot.
I mean, your reasoning, however convoluted, is sound. I mean, Jason has no reason to fear, but yes, he is most definitely on edge. It's like he senses something.
Yes, Jason can be helpful and at sometimes heroic, but I refuse to believe that he's psychic or he senses anything about Franco. I just think that Jason doesn't like the guy because he's sophisticated and artistic, and Jason is about as artistic as a block of wood.
I was more referring to an instinctive reaction on Stone Cold's part. He has an affinity for sensing danger, and he senses it in Franco. If I might make an analogy, it's like Franco and Stone Cold are predatory animals, and Franco's encroaching on Stone Cold's territory, and yes, he hasn't done anything hostile, but still, Stone Cold senses sinister motive.
Either you've been watching too much of the Nature Channel, or you just had profound insight. All right, Spinelli, the night of the gallery opening, Franco was asking me all sorts of questions about Jason.
Yes, and likewise, Stone Cold was focused on Franco, specifically a gesture he made, like just a simple wave goodbye, but Stone Cold was convinced it was something more, that Franco was sending him a message.
What are you saying? That you think these two are alike? And they're in some sort of duel? Well, why would Franco want that? Jason is a professional hitman, and not to be morbid or anything, but Franco just takes pictures of people who pretend to be dead while Jason kills people for real. So Franco would have to be insane to want to go up against Jason.
Exactly.
Here's what I think. We should just let Jason do whatever it is he's gonna do about Franco. And you and I should focus on something we actually can influence, namely us.
Your non-husband has to renew his quest for additional information on...
My non-husband has been working too much for too long, and that is counterproductive. I think that you need to take a break and come at things with a fresh perspective.
Forgive me if I'm slightly suspect of your motives.
Spinelli, I'm not talking about you leaving Jason dangling above a pit of alligators, but even you said his instincts are all fired up, and either Jason and Franco are going to act like predatory animals, or Franco's going to slap Jason with a restraining order, and then it's up to Diane to bail him out. So either way, you can't really do anything about the situation right now. But here we are, alone together. You know, not too long ago, you used to love that.
I still... You are, and always will be, my beloved. So yes, alone time is to be cherished.
No,
but now
don't
there are
cherish.
other
Make the most of it.
Your ardor is most welcome, but it's unnecessary.
Of course it's necessary. I love you, Spinelli. More than anything. More than my career. And I haven't shown you that lately. But I promise you that I will show you right now.